is there any particular reason why you chose this site?
Maybe it was half built already.
Great answer.
This is a beautiful thing. I'm dying to open up the stream on the far side.
Yeah.
And let the water come through.
Alright.
I'll finish it first. Oh, come on, Alan. Ones that are coming down, Colm, I don't get the first view. That are down, I shouldn't try and push them up again.
Well, you can only pin them from the outside, can't you? You can't really.
Censorship in the arts, is it?
Yeah. The what?
You see the sculpture of pile stones. Okay, great. Then you go over where
Did you see everything, Polly?
and then you can take it down.
A lot of things?
A lot of things.
Great.
Magnificent.
Oh, Paula, did you catch Hans there?
Did I see what?
Hans.
No, I haven't seen Hans.
Hans!
Hans!
Stop!
How are you getting around here? That's good, huh?
I'm pretty much ready to go, you know.
Oh yeah, I read that. Yeah. But that's all new? Was that there?
Well, Colm did it, so it shouldn't be that old.
These were built in.
How long have you been working on this piece, Hide?
About 2 weeks.
All right. So how's it going?
Now very slow.
Yeah?
Yes.
You've learned the stone working process very quickly. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is this a
I'm
Japanese?
not sure, my technique is very good or not.
Mm-hmm. It looks very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Technically.
just make attention very much,
Yeah.
and just hard work
Yes.
physically,
And
mentally follows that,
yes.
and just person has strengths.
Uh-huh.
Everybody can do, I think.
Right. So how come you've become such an expert so quickly with the bluestone eco? How do you think that is?
Why? The reason?
Yes.
Because Hide pushed me.
Ah.
Every day, every morning. You have to wake up now. It's so cold there.
But you have done building work before, with building with clay as well, yeah?
Not like this, not like Hide, no.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing different things.
Yes.
So this is totally new
Uh-huh.
way of making things.
Have you ever done anything which you think is similar to this in any way? In Japan, maybe?
No, not that I think of.
Yes.
This is not my type, doing same thing every day is
Yes.
not my type.
Is it getting boring, or is it still challenging?
Well, yeah, because he pushed me,
Uh-huh.
so
Yes.
I can do it.
Yes. But it must be interesting for you to see the shape taking place. Yeah.
Yeah. It's new experience for me to
Mhm.
see, how it's built.
How it's growing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very different from what I did in Japan. So
Right.
If I change the point, this angle looks very different, right?
Yes.
So is that possible, every point, perfect line like this? Is that possible?
Well, it's possible, but it depends on how much time you want to spend here.
every time you have to look for the right stone.
But you know all about looking for the perfect stone now, Iko.
I don't know. I always make compromise, so.
Yes. That's the search for perfection.
Room with view or something.
So this is not the room with the view.
No.
Not yet.
I think I decide the title, but I don't tell yet.
Okay. Well, big secret, huh?
Why? Why not?
I don't know. Maybe I might change. So.
But the artist can always change his mind. Yes. So you sure it's finished, Hide?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the title?
Birth.
Birth, yeah. Why did you call this one Birth?
Because it includes many meanings. So, this is something, meaning from inside.
Yes.
So this is bath,
Uh-huh.
and window. I think light comes.
Yes.
That's a kind of meaning of something bath.
Right.
And also, this form
Uh-huh.
comes from the wall,
Yes.
and that's the bath.
Right. More Birth.
Yeah,
Lo-
more bath.
More Birth. Alright. So you're going home tomorrow
Yes.
to Japan, yeah. Do you think you'll come back and work on this site?
Yeah. If we have opportunity to
Yeah.
come.
Yeah. So you recovered from the hard work, Ego?
Yes.
You ready for the trip home?
I'm very happy that I finished this piece.
Good.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, many times we thought we couldn't finish.
Right. Well, it's a big piece. Work by Pascal Meccariello. So why you chose this site, Pascal?
What?
Why did you choose this site?
Because it's very circular.
Yeah?
The people can walking around the piece.
Uh-huh. So you're enjoying your work period in the woods, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
A little different than what you're used to?
Yes, much different.
Uh-huh.
Very different.
Is it making you think differently?
Yeah, I think that my work is changing here.
Yes? Is that interesting for you? Interesting change?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Is it probably because of the materials and the place? The climate is
it's the materials, the different materials in the place, in the woods. Maybe like garbage, but you can use.
Yes.
When the creation is going. I don't know how in English. My English is fatal. But many materials here suggesting me the different piece that I'm thinking first.
Yes. So a lot of your ideas have happened in this place. Yeah. Work by Pascal Meccariello.
Then I was working, I am very stimulated with this piece. And, and I follow the stones more high.
This is the one you call Cage of Dreams?
It's a cage of dreams, but it's the dreams of everyone.
Yes.
Not just mine.
Okay. Now the cage is near complete.
Almost. I have to put more stones here.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
Talking with Alan Counihan.
That's right. I'm looking at the camera. Oh, yeah.
Of California. From California?
No, not from California. I'm Irish.
You're Irish?
I'm Irish. I'm Irish, make no mistake. I live in California. I have a studio in California, near San Francisco.
Okay. How long have you been in the States?
I came over to Staats in 1980.
1980.
Following a woman.
You followed a woman over?
Yes, again, and not the first time. And I've been here more or less since 1990, 91. I've been dividing my time between Ireland and
going back and forth.
Going back and forth, spending maybe 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months in Ireland, and the rest. Which is it's good. It keeps me working.
Yes.
Doing commissions there, commissions here.
And you're very busy, right? You have been very busy.
Yes, I'm a workaholic.
I've seen the way that you work, and I would say that you have some passion for the work.
Yeah, or maybe it's psychosis. I'm not sure what it is. maybe passion, nice way to put it.
Very, very serious about the things you do, and you've gotten this year. You've got the Krasner Award, a Krasner Award.
Yes, I got it from Washington.
That's a very prestigious award, and that's.
Yeah, I actually got it. I applied to the Krasner to be able to work in my studio for 1 year, and not to, so that I wouldn't be making the compromise that you have to make in public commissions.
Yeah.
Because, you know, think about the public, think about safety, but just to do my own work. And I haven't really taken that opportunity yet.
You haven't, because you have these commissions that you're doing, and then you came here to Woodstock.
Well, this is part of the
Krasner.
I'm considering it as part of the Krasner. Yeah. Because I'm learning about process, and that's why I wanted the grant, was to learn about process. And working in the woods has been very much about process.
You've enjoyed the time you've been here.
I have. Sometimes the thing about stonework is that it is labor intensive.
Yes.
And it can be crippling work. Very,
Or
very
is this private? May I join you?
Well, we're doing a little interview.
Oh.
A video interview, but then you can join us. Actually, you can join us if you want to, Judy.
No.
Sing a song, Judy.
Do your thing. I like your photos.
Thank you.
When you arrived here, you had known from Colm that there was an interesting place here, right? I think Colm had told you there was some
about it,
interesting.
yeah, and that there was, and there was the opportunity of working in the woods appealed to me.
Yeah.
I've built dry stone structures on cliffs in the west of Ireland and in quarries, but most of them relate to water, to the sea, and it was just the prospect of working in the woods attracted me. Because I like to make windows in my work that you can look through. And frequently you're looking onto wonderful landscapes.
Yeah. Looking through. You certainly picked that here on the stream.
Well, here, but it's different in the woods because I had no idea how it was going to work because there's so much happening around the sculpture. Yeah. But it's wonderful now, the way it's yellow. It's
fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Really.
Absolutely.
And I was delighted it poured rain.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a gift.
Did you look at the waterfalls today?
Magic. I mean, first thing this morning, I was out before other people, and saw the amount of water on the track. And I said, trouble, I thought. And then I thought maybe Pascal's work would have been swept away.
Yeah, could have been.
So I went over there, and magic.
Yeah. Everybody, even the people who are here, who work here, had never noticed that waterfalls before you guys came.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, people have been saying that inside. I hope that the work we've done here, and that not just the three artists, but that other people, yourself included, have put into the whole project, that doesn't go dormant. That same
that energy continues.
Yeah, and that people really feel connected to that place. Which, you know, it means maintaining the sculpture. You know, maybe doing something with paths, like footpaths.
Right. You know. Now we were really only talking about your stone piece. You did another piece which I saw for the first time today. Yeah, which is fabulous. It's just, and that it won't be here forever.
No, that'll be. When I stop putting leaves there, the piece will go quiet.
And we were taking bets as to whether you placed those leaves.
Oh yeah, every day.
Because they could have been. In fact, you could walk by it, and if you weren't looking for it, you would think it was natural until you saw the symmetry of it. Because the moss on the trees, which are radiating from the central tree, and the stones placed inside the tree.
I actually got them out of the river. I'd be feeding around the river, trying to find ones that you can't see right, that were round, smooth, like eggs. And then putting your hand up into the hole, you can't see the stones. It was interesting that you dropped it into that hole. The whole thing was very, very special.
And unfortunately, that piece is temporary.
Yeah, but for me, again, it was all about process and something wonderful.
What do you mean by process? I mean, obviously this is how your ideas are generated to completion, or
possibly. But I do it. I work in response to place. The cliche I have now is that, you know, my work is the art of place.
Well, people are talking to you all the time now, so your answers begin to get automatic, right?
I've got to get the cliches down. Well, I hope they never become cliches.
Well,
but I noticed one time when you're doing a piece, there's only certain ways that you can really build with stone because of the laws of gravity. And sometimes you won't know what the form is going to look like at the finish. But as soon as you begin, you're in some way bound by what you've laid out. You're bound by it.
It predicts the final.
Yeah, there's something kind of philosophical about it. That it's predestined, it's cast. You know, it's strange. But that's one thing in working with stone. I found it exhilarating to go and work on the other piece, because that was a completely open and
very
process.
Different.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going to happen. It just kept coming, and then it stopped. Yeah, you can't explain these things, but the secret seems to be is to get yourself in the right place, and you can't do that mentally. You can't say, well, today I'm going to be in the right place, and I'm going to go down the wood.
You can't plan it.
You can't. No. Suddenly you're ready. Going there, and the notion of being site-specific and how it actually works at the place. Going there, I like people to happen upon it. It was dead for me yesterday, and yet I went back. It was dead for me this morning, and when I went back to it again a second time,
something.
It got it. There's a certain magic, and if we just put the hairs up on people's neck or something, that something magical is happening within the place.
Yeah.
And it is the place that is happening. Yeah. We've only catalyzed it. You know, it's not what we've done there. It's a symbiosis of art and place.
Both place and the human activity.
Yeah,
there.
And then and you feel alive in the place, and you feel your mortality in the place, and you feel all those things in the place if the piece works.
Yeah.
The principle of an art that all the stones are trying to fall together. That's what keeps it up. Strange idea. But I pushed this kind of technically dry stone walling to the limit in that piece.
Yeah. Colm was saying it's very, very tricky and inventive the way you've set this up.
Yeah, and to make it so narrow, I'm really pushing my luck. Yeah. But I wanted to do that because it gives tension to the piece and a kind of explosive quality. But the force of gravity is going to, on the art, going to push it out to the edges, and there's only this much stone with it. So depending on how well I've actually nipped it.
No, you're pretty confident that it's going to hold.
I'm never completely confident, but
you've been doing this a while.
Yeah.
How many years have you been doing this type of sculpture?
I think, this type of sculpture. I used to consider, I've been building walls for 18 years, and I considered almost every wall I built to work with.
Yeah. That leads me to an interesting thought that I had. Now we were talking the other evening, and you were at one time a sailor, right? Fisherman. Yeah. It's different than sailor.
Oh, I say, hello, fisherman.
Traveled the world fishing?
No. I used to fish the winters in, the summers, I should say, in Ireland, and then I would build stone in the winter.
Oh, so you were building stone then also?
Yeah.
And at some point, you began to consider yourself an artist rather than, or did you from the beginning consider yourself?
Well, I always did. I mean, I used to paint and draw.
So this is not just a discovery that you were...
No. I mean, I think that making art is a way of living in the world. Not just having talent or a facility to do something.
Yeah. A way of being.
A way of being. But I never had the courage, really, to try and make my living at it. When I was building with stone, I was doing something I loved doing. And I was getting better and better at it, because there's an enormous skill and technique to knowing your material. I do remember sometime in the mid-80s, I used to teach workshops in it as well, you know, around the country here. And the very fine, he's an artist too, he's done some public projects in New Mexico. I said, I want to go into my studio now full time. He said, are you ready? I thought it was a very powerful question.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I worked for about another 18 months, and I said, yes, I'm ready.
There's a certain wager, in a way.
Yeah, do you have, I mean, you have to know if you're ready or not. You know? Wanting to do it isn't always enough, I don't think. It wasn't for me anyway.
Right. You're a thoughtful man.
Sometimes.
And from here, you're leaving and you're going to build in San Francisco a public sculpture?
I have a public sculpture to do for the city of Dublin, in California.
Oh. Interesting.
Did I tell you that?
No, you did tell me, but I've forgotten already. Dublin, California.
Dublin, California.
Which is a beautiful idea to me. Dublin, California.
Yeah.
In a public, it'll be in a park or
it'll be in a park.
So long.
Goodbye.
You're in the city, give us a ring. We'll go have a drink together.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Nice meeting you both.
You too.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Take care.
Okay.
Hope the hand heals.
What?
Hope his hand heals.
Oh, it'll heal. It'll be fine.
Well, there was one other thought that I had, and then I'll let you go, Alan. You know that will you come back and make another one for us sometime?
I began a piece the first week I was here. Cleared the site and began building it, and it's I'm interested in doing a shelter series. Well, I am doing a shelter series.
You were working with caves or with
I was working with caves.
Rocks?
Yeah. Again, it would have been part of this shelter group of works I'm doing. It was ideal, magic. And I, for one reason or another, left that site. I'd like to come back.
You left because there was a question as to whether it was on the school's property.
Exactly.
Isn't
Yeah.
And did we determine whether it was or not?
It is.
It is.
Yeah, it is. But of course, to get to see it, you may have to walk the property.
Yeah.
That would be a magical piece. I'd love to come back. I'd love to get paid to come back.
Yeah.
And
well, we got to figure that one out too.
Yeah, that's right. Money's always a problem.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, with you sculptors, the three of you have brought more people here today than I've seen here in a long time. So maybe we can find that money. And,
yeah, be lovely.
I'd love to have you come back. And
I'd love to come back.
Okay, thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
I'm speaking with Hide Suzuki and Iko Suzuki. Yes. Husband and wife, and Hide is a sculptor. And Iko, are you a sculptor also?
No, I'm a ceramist.
You're a ceramist. So you're both ceramicists.
Yes.
You do ceramic sculptures.
Yes.
And you do.
I do also, yes.
Ceramic sculptures. And you've come to Woodstock from outside of Tokyo. Right? Which was your town?
Ito.
Ito?
Yes, Ito.
To build some site-specific sculptures.
Yes.
I get in the terminology. And you've done some, I think, magnificent sculpture.
Thank you.
Very, very impressive. And you've never worked in stone before. What do you think of stone as a medium? After, I mean, I've seen your pictures of your ceramic pieces, where they're very intricate. And how big are they? How large?
Biggest is 2 meter wide, close to 2 meter height.
Pretty big.
That's the biggest. But
long.
Usually 1 meter. That's the common size.
Do you build individual pieces and put them together, or are they?
No, all together. So just I make a thin coil, and just put up.
You just start working.
Yes.
Amazing. Just amazing.
That, I need time to finish. Also, yeah.
From ceramics to the stone.
Yes.
You have to make some changes in the way that you think, or did you just approach it?
That's very different. First, I thought that as a medium, very different. I can say opposite.
Yeah.
Clay is very soft, so it's I can make any shape very easily. But stone is very hard, so just it's very hard to get the certain shape I want.
Yeah. Now you're making a beautiful curve that's inverted and really an unsupported arch. It will be supported, I guess, by the stone itself, but it's an open arch, which everybody's saying is very difficult to do, and it's very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And will it work?
Yes.
Yes, it will work. You know that it will.
I'm not sure. Still, I'm not sure, but now I could.
Yeah.
I feel
you're close.
Because close.
And it's already, what would you say, 70%? Close, 70% close, done 75%.
Yes.
So it's very, very nice piece. I think it's something that people will go to in the future and sit, maybe meditate, maybe just appreciate the forest and the.
That's fine. That's fine.
That would be wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. You've made a beautiful addition to our place here. Have you enjoyed your stay, or has it been a struggle?
Struggle.
Been a
very
struggle
much
for you.
Because it's very hard work.
Yes. Physical.
Yes.
Moving the stone, because you didn't just find it on the ground. You had to go and get it.
Yes. And
but
also,
you just send Eco to get it, don't you?
Of course. But Eco helps very much. Just for myself. Sure. Maybe I couldn't build up such kind of big form. No,
it would be very tricky to do on your own.
And I think I got many things I learned.
Yes.
Because this is different medium, and I think through my body and mind, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I can say exactly what it is, but I'm sure in future my work will be changed.
Will be affected.
Yes.
Somehow.
Yes. But some part I recently I realized some part is very similar. My technique in ceramic and this.
Yeah.
For example, this is take also time very much.
Yeah.
So I need time order is very important. So from that, just I feel the time of the nature. On the process, I feel that's the lifetime.
Yes.
Very slow and grow like that.
There's a rhythm, a slow rhythm to it. Yes. You can't go and make a piece in a day. It grows, and a lot's happened in the last week, though. On that piece, it's really grown.
Yes.
And you're going to. I'm told you're going to finish some of the fence. Are you still going to do that?
If I have time, I have plan.
Yeah.
I want to do something on the fence too.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Now we're really only speaking about your last piece, but you did really two other pieces also.
Yes.
Freestanding piece about this side, which is also very lovely and very. I think there's something very spiritual in your work. I don't know.
I think that's the not photo, that's the made by whole stone, solid. I think many stone makes that form. So from that I feel some deepness will come.
Yeah. Both pieces have places to look through.
Yes. Yes.
Very nice work. Will you come back here someday and do another one, or did you get totally?
If I have opportunity, I like to work again, and I really want to see in future, 10 years, after, and
how it stood up and how it grew.
Like
Because I was talking with Colm and we said it'd be lovely to bring you all back again.
Because I'm changing, getting old. So my feeling might be changed.
Yeah, sure.
So from different mind, I could find something different feeling. I guess.
I think so too. I really appreciate you coming and doing what you did here. I think it adds something that is very valuable to our little school here.
Thank you.
No, I think so. I think it would. I think you'll be remembered for a long time by the people here, and people will come from all over to look at these pieces, and we appreciate it. I know you came. You paid your own way to come here. Who would do that? Except an artist, and you stayed in kind of very rude conditions, very simple conditions, which can be good though. That can be time for thinking. No television. Do you watch television
in Japan?
In Japan?
Yes.
Do you miss television here?
Sometimes.
Rainy nights.
Rainy nights when there's nothing to do, and you probably don't have any books in Japanese to read, right? There's not many over there that I saw. No.
Yeah.
Well, I think you did well, and you're going to stay actually.
Still
going to do that? 2 more weeks?
Yes.
And finish your piece?
I hope.
You hope?
Yes.
I would be willing to put bets on it that you would. I think if you set your mind to it, you will do it, right?
You have to work hard.
Yes. You have to work hard.
Yeah.
No, I'm only teasing. Well, thank you, Hide.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And we will get you a copy of this.
Okay.
We're going to make a nice little video, and we're gonna publish a book too.
Thank you.
What you did here. Thank you.
What?
Yes. Yeah. So I'm speaking with Pascal Meccariello.
Meccariello.
I knew I wouldn't be able to pronounce that. From the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And you've come to Woodstock to make some sculptures, some environmental pieces on the property here. How was your experience here? How do you?
Yeah, it was very nice. It was very different experience for me because I never was working with blue stone.
Yes.
And also stone is I never include in my work.
Never before.
Never before. And I think now it's very significant. Significant.
You'll maybe do it again, use it again?
Yeah, to my work. And maybe I will looking for some places in my country with stones like this here.
Now, you combine many elements in your work, not just stone, but wood pieces you found, bottles.
Yeah.
You put art on them. having to do with the senses, the eyes, the ears.
Mm-hmm.
No mouths.
No, no mouth in this occasion. Yeah.
This time.
This time, you know, my English is.
Yes, you know your English has gotten much better.
Yeah, I think so. In this last days.
Yeah, yeah, you're
speaking too much with people. Yeah. Well, yeah, these senses are always in
your work.
In my work, and the eye is recurrent to use in my work. It's like, I don't know in English, but ex votos. You know, ex votos is religious organ in material. The people give the organ that they want to save, to offer to God.
Yes, I think I understand what you're saying. Were you brought up within the Catholic religion, Catholic Christian?
Yeah, I born and I educate in Catholic religion.
So you had. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not religious.
So you've moved away from that.
Yeah.
I was brought up Catholic also, and I've moved away a bit from that. Mm-hmm. But it's an interesting childhood formation, the ideas of soul and spirit, and because I think there's a spiritual quality in your work.
Yeah, it's the human being. It's the leitmotif. Always in my work is the human beings, their feelings, everything that the relationship between spirit and
spirit
and
material
material things, the material, the physical
world.
body.
Yes,
the physical body. It's the relationship, also the time, the age we are living.
Age we're living in.
Yeah.
Very materialist age.
Yeah,
yes.
But and this is I tried to make a relation in between this new times and the spiritual time, when the human being is most close to the natural things, to the spirit life, spiritual life.
So you think people in the modern world are no longer aware of the spiritual quality of life? Modern world.
Yeah, it's the people now is forgetting
the spirit.
The spiritual things.
Now your piece that's built up a cylinder of stone with an opening in it and a metal container on top. Does that represent the human being, and inside you have an eye?
Yeah, this is I called this piece cage of dreams. Yeah. It is okay, human dreams, you know, human dreams, and the eye always open to see the life and the interior of the mind.
You picked a very beautiful spot where the waterfall goes down and the stream is its most rapid there almost. And a nice area around you worked all around the stream, and you have like major pieces, but then you place little pieces that you find later around.
Yeah, very
suddenly you discover it.
Spontaneous. It's like you found something interesting you want to do something with
so
that. In natural space that happens. I want to stay here many months because you can find everything. You can make art with little things. In the natural is suggesting, always suggesting wonderful things.
Yeah. Well, you've made some very inventive choices out there. And, will you come back sometime and make more? How long are you staying?
Oh, until Wednesday.
Until Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a short time, but okay.
Sometime if make more.
Yeah, if it's an opportunity, sometime I will come back.
Did you enjoy your stay here?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a language problem, so you probably felt a little lonely. Yes or no? Did you feel lonely with everyone speaking English?
Well, it's difficult for me because I have to think. Yeah.
I mean, there's a language problem, so you probably felt a little lonely. Yes or no? Did you feel lonely with everyone speaking English?
Well, it's difficult for me because I have to think too much.
Yeah, you think very hard work.
Yeah, it's a hard work when you don't have the experience in the language. But I think it's a good training for me.
Oh yeah, you learn to speak English now. You know, you can get by very well.
I learned many words in a few days. I learned a lot of words.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Staats,
and making such a beautiful thing for us.
Yeah, thank you for you. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for everything.
You will.
We were in the studio space up above here in Studio 2 and Studio 1, and there was the tree painters. And they were working away in the studios. I came up here with ideas that I would do works in wood, maybe, and other scrap materials like mixed metal, whatever I could find around. And one source of materials was this dump area. I was told about it. So I came down here rooting for wood and metal, and then went back to the studio with the materials and started doing pieces. And I was at the time I wanted to do ideas which are based on the theme of shelter, which is the kind of theme I've been exploring really for the last couple of years, since the end of the 80s actually. And so I had been thinking, when I was in New York, I'd been thinking about ideas that I could maybe do in the landscape. But some of those ideas I'd done drawings for them, and I thought about doing them in wood, because I guess that was a material I was familiar with, and it was a starting point for thinking. And then, just through wandering up and down here, I started to notice the bluestone around. And one idea I had, which was like a small pillar form, that I did up beside Studio 2. It's so small, it's about 5 feet high, 5.5 feet high. It's wood and stone in various ways. But the artists, in their slides had shown commitment to working in other mediums. I was particularly interested in seeing how they would translate their vision or experience into this situation, this landscape. So I knew that they would commit themselves to sites and a strong feeling of wood. And I also, for them, it would be a jump or a departure into a new medium, certainly for Pascal and Hideaki, because they hadn't worked in bluestone before. And that's always a very interesting transition
period for an artist, very enriching to see a situation and to move into maybe a body of new ideas and a new material in a very direct way. So you have here, you could say, it's like a university of, for sculpture on a small or a large scale. You know, it's very abundant with sites. I think also, you know, you really have the possibility here too, where it's not just about working big scale. You could work on a small scale here very successfully too, you know, in terms of how you choose your site. So, you know, earlier when I kind of called it the university in a way, I was interested that Pascal chose to call one of his works, he called it laboratory. You know, I think he had a sense like he was down here behind working on the stream bed where it runs over the eastern boundary, and you know, it was just himself and the materials around him that he was responding to, and the site. In a new environment, there's always a chance to refresh your perception, and then refresh also your response to the materials around. Hi Nancy.
Alright, fine. That's okay.
The artists certainly credited themselves that in their own diverse ways they all responded directly to the environment, and you know, I think it was an enriching experience. You know, the emphasis for the artists coming was, you know, to engage in the process. So it would be a journey of discovery for them. Yeah. And in that sense, you know, the responsibility is with them. Yeah. There's no expectations. They use their own experience in terms of background and that very well. For instance, Hideaki and his wife Iko, was his assistant. They worked on 3 pieces, and the first 2 were actually sort of small scale. One was about maybe 5 feet high, a little lower than 5 feet high, and it was, you know, he picked up on a bluestone or dry stone construction technique very fast and adapted it for his own ends in the choice of stones that he picked and in the forms that he built. And he was using his experience too from working with ceramics, ceramic sculpture. A lot of his works in ceramic sculpture, he would create small pieces, sometimes which are, in a sense, almost they're scaly, and they're very much about process. So these works, but he has that sense of, you could see some of his works in ceramics that you could scale them to any size; they'd still work. Their proportions, etc., are beautifully worked out. Now he here in his timing with pieces he did, like he jumped from a piece which is you know, 5 feet by maybe 8 feet long, whatever that is, the second piece he did, onto a piece which is now it's about 19 feet long. Yeah. It's about it's way over 10 feet high. All the artists here seem to be experienced enough that most of them, I think, once they started and committed themselves to ideas, they executed them and carried it right through. Even Alan did a bit of a U-turn at the end and changed his form, but it was still sited in the same place. Yeah, that's right. He did. Well, it was he'd pushed his idea to the limit in terms of its proportions and stuff. He didn't know until, you know, it's an act of faith a lot of the time. You commit yourself to form. And he was trying something which is technically very difficult, especially with the quality of stone here. He knows stone very well, but he was trying to do a particular idea within a certain context, and it would be successful. When he got the arch up, some of the top sections were sliding a little bit, and then there was a lot of weight on top, too much weight, and he couldn't have foreseen that until, you know, it was up there. Then, so he had to do you know, change all the rules, make every suggestion we could think of, you know, within a short period of time, and then try and resolve it. It wasn't about rescuing it really; it was just trying to make it work in a different way. So we changed the whole structure of it, really, external structure. The arch is still holding in.
It's actually a lot lighter in feeling than the original concept, I think.
It is, yeah. It's remarkable. I have it on video and on slide, and I've looked at what he did when he was the first development, and it's like he did 2 pieces on site down there.
Yeah.
But his mind was spinning here. I know that because he had seen 2 other sites that he really wanted to work on, and he committed himself internally to working on them. But the time wasn't there, and so he will hopefully come back and work on these other sites. He was very inspired by the siting here, locations, privacy too. He had abundant privacy back there working with the stream. I had worked with Alan on a symposium in Ireland in 92. We worked in a slate quarry together, and it was organised by the Sculptors Society of Ireland, and we had 8 sculptors working on location, and that's where I worked first with Alan. But he's since doing other commissioned work, well, on an international level, but he's also working in particular sites. There is one location in Ireland, which is in the southwest, where someone has land by the sea. It's a mountain area. There's a lot of stone on the mountain, and this person was more or less privately commissioned artists to come in and do works of this nature.
I'm sad. No.
He wants to get back to the clubs of Santo Domingo. That's exactly right.
Well, you know the way of putting your finger on the truth, don't you?
Oh, don't I know? Very insightful I am.
Well, I tried up a club over.
Are there any? We have some clubs here.
How are you?
Shopping, but yeah, we like to see some.
And now I meet also friends in the car. People different that I think before about Americans. So nice to see you.
I'm sorry I couldn't take you dinner because you have lunch here. But this is good. Bon voyage.
Oh, he'll be drunk.